to Warhammer 40K. Rogue Trader. Very first look at it. We just got access. And... excitement! Excitement. English. Continue. Shadows, I think is good. Continue. Font size. Let's make this font size a little bit bigger for you guys. Continue. Boom, 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 bow. This is so good. We'll skip here the music for 1 quick second. There we go, so I have my chat back up. Let's have a look at the settings really quickly. We want sounds. Can I have frequently of character voice response 100%? I want a setting where I can have the music playing while I tab out. Accessibility, text size, yeah. Sounds, display, good. Graphics. Lock mouse inside the window. Yes, please. I don't want to tab out accidentally. We want everything on high. VSync on, everything high. Footprints, everyone. Beautiful. Apply, save. There we go. I can't move my mouse out of the screen anymore. Controls is good. Game. Allow sending on of game statistics. Yeah, sure. I don't care. A lot of games to send the most recent save games to developers occasionally. Sure. Oh. Tooltip delay. Pause a lot on... Pause on lost focus. Off. Pause when trap is detected. Yes. Pause when area is loaded. Apply. Save. Good. Hard permadeath on 100%, Chad. We gotta play this permadeath. I don't care. What? Difficulty? Core. Yes. Core difficulty. Normal? Core. Fuck that. Male or female Rogue Trader, Chad? Let's do a female Rogue Trader for the test run. The Emperor protects. Chad, can we have a spam, a flood of chain swords in chat? Everyone who's sub to the channel, please spam the chainsword emotes. I want to see a flood going on. Like, go crazy, please, for 1 moment. Just to appreciate the moments that we have been chosen here to have a look at Warhammer Rogue Trader. Female it is. Female it will be. Damn it! Chat is not heard. Chat, that's how you spam. You copy pasta, then you copy pasta some more, and then you copy pasta some more, and then you copy pasta, and then you go ham, and then you have more and more. There we go. Thank you, Dragon Lady, for joining me. Rogue Trader, my drink up Joe. Mahiko, maybe. Maybe. There we go. There we go. See? Zoltar got it. There we go. There. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. That's what you do. You just spam like crazy when it is asked upon. Thank you, Zoltar, for showing us the way. Highly appreciate it. Wow. So, female, you guys say? Are you sure? Are you 100% sure about that? Give me a quick second. I like the female portrait more, but the mustache and the bands is hard to turn down. Schnitted beast. There we go. Beautiful. So, female. Core difficulty. Let's go. I did a recording and sent them to Alcat Games for this character over here. The Space Wolf. Fingers crossed, Chad. Maybe we'll have the voice of him. Ooh, what is this? I love this servitor skull over here. Oh man, look at this. Sector. What? Oh. Oh, I see. Corona's expands. Location Valsunius flagship. Material dossier 17K on candidate for succession. Data compliant by Logis Sevator Gnossi 84. Start of dossier. Dossier 17K can be compliant and proceed on the order of the most gracious Lord Captain Theodora van Valancius. Candidate satisfies the consecutivity criteria. Bears kinship, the Lord Captain in the 7th degree from a dynastic offshoot in the Sarkoris sector. Current location of the progenitors not specified. Gender, female. Occupation before requisition. Voidship in a Captain Imperial Navy. Navy officer have great weapon skills. Fellowship and are proficient in persuasions. Officio Perfecto Commissari in the Astra Militarum. A commissar, a former. Commissars have great weapon skills, willpower, and are proficient in coercion? 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 Chat, what does that mean? They picked the Spazel just for you? Of course they did. Leader of an unspecified criminal organization. Criminals have a great ballistic skill, agility, and proficiency in persuasion and awareness. It's similar to Intimidate. Was Our Lady Erpressen quasi. I see. Was she a former commissar in the Astra Militarum? A woodship captain. I think we gotta go for a Navy officer. For weapon skills, fellowship, and proficient in persuasion. Plan of birth. Circumstances of early life. Chad, I'm so excited. Imperial World, Voldrus 6. Markedly loyal, uprising, developed leadership and diplomatic skills, in-depth knowledge of Imperial history and culture. Feudal World, Forts Camberod. Primitive culture environments, notable physical and athletic attributes, heightened awareness of surrounding. Temrokiak V. Adaptus Mechanicus planet, strong intellectual and endurance capabilities, profound knowledge of sacred tech and Medicae. Militaristic planet on the edge of the Imperial basic combat training with a Medicae course and additional instructions in demolition. Rogue Trader from Imperial World has greater fellowship and willpower, is skilled in lore, and persuasion becomes a leader, career focused and commanding in assisting allies. That sounds like something. Focused on leading combats. Yeah, Imperial World, Voldrus 6. We get a plasma pistol, a rogue trader's cloak, and a sword. Ah, shit! Oh my god. The Lord's Captain's request the most significant episode on the candidate biography that demonstrates her personal qualities and performance under the pressure has been highlighted. Based on the collected data, this is plasma pistol, rogue trader's cloak, sword. An uprising of the 8th city on half-world Costa Primamus. An attack by a pirate armada on the pleasure world Lacura Cove. A major criminal incident involving voidship assigns to the Astra Militarum. So at the Lord's Captain's request, the most significant episode in the candidate's biography was an attack by a pirate armada on the pleasure world Lacura Cove. The pirate fleet struck after the planet orbital forces had departed on the secret directive from the Imperial Navy. The limited ground garrison of the Astra Militarum, which had been awaiting deployments, was the world's only line of defense against the rampaging heretics. The candidate's void ship was one of 2 vessels present at the void above La Cura at the time the pirate fleet arrival. In the face of the overwhelming enemy forces, the candidate recognizes the enemy's superiority and executes a tactical retreat, directed her ship at the fleet in a suicidal attack, giving the remaining Imperial forces time to regroup and prepare to defend the planet. Suicidal attack. Notable qualities: exhibit when acting difficult or ambiguous. Personal valor, readiness to sacrifice personnel, will to survive, exhibited in finding a shuttle and escape to the wrecked ship. The qualities... Bonsai, exactly. The qualities exhibited are deemed to be valuable and desirable. Bless you. And a potential successor to the Lord Captain.
Enjoy your stay.
The candidate's profile has been deemed worthy of submission to the most gracious Lord Captain for further appraisal with regards to the requisition of the candidate from her current position and the served needs to illustration of Valankia's dynasty. The final decision rests with the most gracious Lord Captain. Oh my goodness, I'm so crazy about this. Pete, thank you kindly for joining the Shield Wall. Dereka, how you doing? Welcome in. Nicola, how you doing? Welcome. Happy Odin's Day to you guys. Close. Oh, look at the art style. I'm so fangirling over here. I'm so sorry. Oh, we forgot to pick 3 winners for Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We're gonna do this in a bit, and then we're gonna have a raffle for an alpha key for this game. You've been hiding here for a while. All good. All good. Exclamation mark, exclamation giveaway here to see how you can enter. And we are have this over here as well. So, Corona's Expense, region Canerus Maleficum. Location Telecus Epsilon, material reports. Recorded by Vigus Suriota Toleman, Voxmaster Octavus. You forget the Pathfinder giveaway in your excitement? I did. Several weeks have passed since the day Theodora von Valancius perished. On that ill-fated date, the rogue trader Void Ship was attacked by a madman hungry, captured the dynasty prized possession, the Variant of Trade, and Secret Imperium Relic. Fortunately, for the thousands of lives who depended on the protection of the mistress, Lady Theodora's heir, and now ruling von Valancius, Lady Rogue Trader, fought off the villains and protected the dynasty's secret relic. In an effort to carry out Lady Theodora's last assignment, Rogue Trader came up against the monstrous plot, which ultimately led to the death of the Imperial World's Ricid Minoris by the God Emperor. God Emperor, the rule of mankind, savior of man. By the God Emperor. That sounds so good. Alone did the Rogue Trader escape with her life, when Riked's star mysteriously vanished, leaving cold darkness in its wake. One last desperate push, and the Empyrean's mantle hit the fleeing souls from the pursuing enemy. However, testing trials still lie ahead. After several weeks in the warp, the Rogue Trader found herself on the fringes of a trade empire. Amidst scattered worlds now lost in the cold void in the whim of a rolling warp, the Lord Captain must forge new routes to planets conquered in the past and fulfill one of the covenants, the Variant of Trades, to restore that which has been lost. Oh, it's good on chat! Look at that. Oh, we have a cape. So there's no voice acting yet. I see. We're gonna hold here for a second. We're gonna pick three winners for Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous and start a new giveaway for an alpha key for this. If you watch VOD later on, definitely link down below to the live streams. Make sure to hop over here because we are very often having all kinds of gifts for you guys to give away. So skull, and let's pick the first winner. Zakat. Is it? Wait. Zakats. 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 Are you here? Please speak up, so we can give you the first copy of the Pathfinder. 3, 2, 1. Not here. Not here appears. Wow, there we go. There we go. Zakats is here. Please DM me on Discord. !Discord. Hey, don't thank me. I thank you for letting me do this, because you guys are watching this all is possible. So please keep it up, and then we can do more. Patience, Corm. Patience. !Discord. DM me over there. I'll send you over the key after the stream. Second winner is Tibore for Pathfinder. Tibore was here, I think. And he won also Solasta. Wow. The gods of fortune on his sides. So 2 snacks in one go. Third winner is Zoltar.
Welcome to the hamlet.
Dear Zoltar. Rigged, definitely. Always rigged. Enchanted, thank you kindly for joining the Army of the North and clicking the heart button. Is Zoltar not here? Hashtag rigged, everyone. Of course, hashtag rigged. Dude, I think Zoltar is not here. No! Zoltar! That's the second time. He's not getting his prize because he's AFK. That's so bad. Zoltar, I'll give you 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I have to pick another one. Oh, there he is. Too late. I'm sorry for the second winner. Zoltar just made it in time. He's back. Zoltar, you're getting Pathfinder. So, and once more, Tabernax for winning a copy, an alpha key for Rogue Trader. Good, back to the game. Sorry for the short interruption for those watching the VOD, but it is what it is. Tonobaki, I'm sorry. Zoltar just made it back in time. Next time. People are busy doing stuff. Of course. Lord Captain, allow me to report our journey through the warp is coming to an end. Lady Navigator Orselio informs that we have reached the point where we can translate the real space in the Firibundus system. The Lady Navigator and her pilots are awaiting your permission to begin process. The real space. The term used to refer to the material universe as opposed to the warp. Oh, interesting. Exactly. The warp is an alternate dimension of pure energy and madness existing as a mirror to the real space, also known as the Immaterium, the Empyrean, the Ether, the Sea of Souls, the warp space. The Firibus system is home to Footfall, the massive void ports to the edge of the Corona's expanse. The only Imperium outpost with a functional worth in the Corona's expanse. The tech priests are begging you to have a mercy on the machines worn down by the warp and allow the servants of the Omni Messiah to heal the void ship wounds in the dock. The prayers and the rituals will take a few days, which our astrophatic core will use to establish a connection with the prime worlds of your trade empire, Dargonus, Janus, and Kiavagama. We have already received a message that the previous adrifts in the Immaterium Master Zachary Weiss has reported receiving an invitation. The Liege of Footfall humbly requests an audience with the rogue trader of the Von Valancius dynasty. According to Master Zakani, the message was tinted with shades of pleading. I quote, "Apparently the Liege is anxious to meet as soon as possible." We have a sororitas with us. Ooh. He ran back to his PC, knocking everything on the table along the way. Ah! My bad. You have set the right game. I was simply not expecting other 40k game. Is it? Okay, it's the right way. Okay. Footfall. The place where sin and sanctity go hand in hand. Reverend Hieronymus Doloroso will most likely expect a visit from me. I imagine he'll be interested in talking to you as well, rogue trader. I'll be leaving your void ship when we arrive on Footfall, rogue trader. Once that is done, consider Lord Inquisitor task complete. But before I leave you, rogue trader, Heinrich produces a small device wrapped in velvet. I was supposed to deliver this to Lady Theodora, but considering the circumstances, I am giving it to you. This is an elucidator, a secret machine that can translate the languages of distant and lost worlds to the Imperial Gothic. It is even capable of handling Xena's language, up to the point. There may be flaws in translation, but overall meaning should be clear. Oh, leaving us, Heinrichs. The arrangement between the Lord Inquisitor and our predecessor was that I transported to Footfall and no further. I dare not to take advantage on your generosity and patience any more than I already have, rogue trader. Argenta, who's this Reverend Hieronymus? Hieronymus? Wants to talk to me? He's the head of the Drusian mission. Drusian. Followers of the cult Saint Drusus, a legendary hero of the Ungiven Crusade who founded the Calexis sector for the Imperial Man. Dude, I'm nerding here so hard, Chad. I'm sorry. One of the most prominent clergymen in the sector. Paying him a visit is a good thing for any loyal servant of the Emperor to do. Argenta lowers her eyelashes. I assisted his mission before I joined the Lady Theodora on her voyage. I need his blessing to accompany the new rogue trader of the Von Evalankis dynasty. If you wish to have me on board your void ship, I request that we meet with Reverend Hieronymus. Of course I want a freaking battle sister on board. Hello? Vigdis, tell me about the system we're arriving in. Forbindus is developed due to its close proximity to the Maw, the gateway to the Imperium. The system is mostly known as Footfall, the main base of merchants, privateers, and the rogue traders traversing to the Corona's expanse. Additionally, the stars itself is orbited by the Adeptus Mechanicus station, which is off-limits to outsiders. Alter Templar Xalectis Act 17, the honor of tending to the shrine for a few thousand shekels. I suggest you abstain from visiting its most tech brothers at the station are engaged in meditative calculations that should not be interrupted. So not approach the tech priests. I hear ya. I hear ya. My eyes somehow saw you have a set game of Dark Times. The Nat 20 emotes. Though, at first I saw it, a crazy Kaku demon. we have to make the Nat 20 a little bit bigger. It's like super small. If you post it in chat and you look at the overlay, it's big enough, the Nat 20. But in chat, it's like super small. What do I need to know about Footfall? It is the largest port and the trading capital of the Corona's expanse. It is a dockyard that will allow us to inspect and repair our void ship. Okay. Not to mention the pirate hideouts, smuggler caches, and forts belonging to a dozen gangs, groups, and factions. In the Corona's expanse, the Imperium relies on these outposts. The fringes of humanity's domain rarely resemble its certain worlds, but so long as Footfall serves the God Emperor, insofar as it can, it will be considered a citadel of the Emperor. Although, I've heard that the thighs it sends are underwhelming, to say the least. Due to Footfall's remoteness, it has developed its own rules and customs. Many of the goods that can be produced there would be considered heresy in the heart of the Empire, enough to warrant summary execution. Moreover, Footfall is the domain of the rogue traders, who disregard certain Imperial laws by virtue of the warrants they bear. Chat, should we go full-on heresy with this character? If we can. Footfall is just a brief stop. What's next? As soon as we solve the issues plaguing the ship and establish contact with the key worlds of our trade empire, that time will come to your Meganine assess you, the official ceremony of donning and mantle of the rogue trader. It is mostly a formality at this point. You already possess all the privileges granted by the Verns, and yet is the major milestone in your personal history the moment your name graces the list, the heads of the von Valeniki's dynasty. We're looking forward to that day, Lord Captain. Abelards, do you know anything about the Liege of Footfall? Vladimir Tokara is a very peculiar young man. Consider your upcoming conversation a baptism of fire in Footfall's political arena. Such things are not spoken out loud, but Liege Tokara is the appointee of the Kazbilika mission, a Footfall chapter of the most successful crime syndicate of the Imperial Man founded in the Galaxy sector. The largest robber baron crime syndicate in the Galaxy sector. They specialize in cold trade. They buying and selling all kinds of Xena's rubbish. A term usually used by the humans that means stranger and signifies alien, non-human forces. I love this. I love this so much, chat. I can't tell you how much I love this. Footfall was previously run by a liege who did business with several criminal factions at once, but he suffered an accident. The reins of power were picked by Vladimir Tokara, whose appointment benefits to not only the Kazbilika, but also their most powerful ally in the Coroner's Expanse, rogue trader Caligus Winterscale. Vladimir is a slippery yet very cautious fellow. He does not usually beat about the bush.
Our community grows.
Yaisak, welcome in. Bloody Sea, welcome. He does not usually beat up the bush.
Enjoy your stay.
And does not play mind games. Perhaps more importantly, he is no fool. Fools do not rise this high in the Kazbekilin hierarchy. Keep all this in mind. You're a rogue trader. You stand above him in status and wield considerable power. Having said that, history has seen at cases where the Kazbekilin barons crossed swords with rogue traders and emerged victorious. Do not forget that and remain vigilant. Fair enough. Fair enough! Blood at Sea, welcome in. Thanks for hitting that hard button. Why does the Liege want to see me so badly? Not you personally. He wishes to meet with the rogue trader of the von Valenki's dynasty. Tokara does not know about Lady Theodora's death, and it's simply seeking an audience with the powers that be. My gut is telling me that something must be very wrong in Footfall. If our Ashpath managed to read such strong emotion in such an anodyne message.
Enjoy your stay.
Interesting.
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Praise Relic and his kindness. Thank you for bringing TJ into the shield wall. TJ, enjoy your emotes and ad-free watching. Huh, interesting. Hi. I would like to know which voices have you made. Which voices I made? Not in this game yet. I have committed an voice line to the Space Wolf, and I hope that Alcat will accept it, and I will be speaking the Space Wolf. That would be amazing. That would be a dream come true. If it happens, we will see. If not, it's also okay. I still love the game. It still simply does not feel right as subless mod. Oh, you're way too kind. Thank you for bringing TJ to the shield wall. So we have no information, Lord Captain. The broadcast from the Footfall Astropathic Core was the only missive Master Zakari has received lately. Tell the lead navigator give her leave to make the transition from the warp into real space. Vigdis begins issuing instructions. The massive ship appears to change with every word the bridge is set in motion. Oh my goodness. Oh! The core in the background. Measuring chanting fills the corridors to safeguard the vessel and its crew. Vigdis turns to you again. One more thing, Lord Captain. No one at the station knows about Lady Theodora's demise and you inheriting the title. Liege Tokara will be informed. It is required so we can use the dock. And besides, he's expecting a personal audience with the rogue trader, and he will not meet with an unknown person of unclear standing. However, there is still the matter of announcing your arrival. You can either arrive on the station with a proper pomp and ceremony, or choose to visit it incognito. Inappropriate pirate, welcome in. Tell me the detail of how these choices will benefit me. We're giving away an alpha key to this game that you see right now. According to Footfall unwritten laws, a rogue trader enjoys special privileges that exceed even the power of the Liege. However, not everybody chooses to take advantage of them, depending on the situation. Arriving incognito will give you more room for maneuver, while an official visit will allow you to directly intervene with local affairs. Okay. I shall explain if you do not mind. According to the unwritten rule, every rogue trader arriving at a station has the rights to veto any of the Liege's decisions. But there is a catch. The Corona's Expanse is home to several influential rogue traders' dynasties. And Footfall is where their interests intersects. I love his look. I would love to even be able to zoom even further in. Look at that shading green thing when somebody's behind something. That's a cool idea. That's so fitting to the setting. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful little detail. I'm so nerdgasming over here. The image reminds me of an old favorite game, Septerra Legacy of the Creator. You have to link me that once, Relic. I want to check that out. Sounds interesting. I do not see that that's a bad thing, necessarily. Old Man Winterscale may take slight offense. Cora will be put on her guard, but you have just risen to prominence, and most people in Corona's Expanse have not yet heard about Lady Theodora's departure yet. It must be made clear that the banner of the Valankius soars as high as ever. If I may, I would recommend arriving incognito. You will have plenty of opportunities to savor the sweetness and the burden of the power, but right now it's the last time you can take refuge in obscurity. This way, your arrival will not draw much attention, and the people will treat you as a person and not the almighty sovereign anointed by the Emperor. It could turn some situations to your advantage. I think we gotta be sneaky. We gotta go incognito. It will be done, Lord Captain. Vigdis bows again. With your gracious permissions, I will return to my duties. Oh, we can move around, chat! Oh my god, use the system map in the center of the map. Ah! Is there photo modes? Formations. Okay, formations is an escape. Interesting. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Let's have a look here. Yes. I want a chainsword though. Please give me a chainsword. The HP is hidden behind me. No, profit factor is 30. Okay. Yes. Good. Beautiful. Oh. Pascal? Hello, bad tech priest. Who are you? Who are you? Cassia. Oh my goodness. Hello there. Oh, the bolter gun. Another sniper lady, Idira. And then we have Heinrichs himself. Okay. Dude, I'm freaking out. Level 15. Oh, they're all level 15. This must be like super late game. We're also level 15. We have a plasma pistol, 10 to 14 damage, rate of fire 1, range 8, max ammo 14. Plasma single shots, and we can even overcharge it. Wow. Alpha starts at Act 2. Bridge officers, Heinrichs. Okay, what do we got over here? Inventory, character, journal, map. Oh, goodness, I love this. I'm gonna talk to all my people. Encyclopedia. Forbidden lore. Craft rules. Aldani. Drukari. Xenos. Psychers. Okay, I'm digging this. This looks so good. Cargo management. I will have different flagships. Oh my goodness. So, Vigdis Sori Otta. A thin, pale woman. Wait, that's a woman? Interesting. Stands head and shoulders above the rest of the crew. There's a thick bundle of cables coming out the back of her skull and disappearing under her ceremonial garments. And you see the grate of a quietly humming box where her mouth should be. The woman sees you and bows her head in a respectful greeting. How may I serve you, Lord Captain? Thank you, Relic. This looks like the Terran StarCraft command center. What are the Voxmaster's duties? I'm ears and voice of the Void Ship. I supervise several dozen officers and 3 times that number of support personnel. Receive, send, and decrypt and decode all incoming and outgoing messages through the ship's internal and external channels, and we also ensure clean communication and the optimal efficiency of the crew Vox casters. Nice. I'm actually gonna stand up for this game, by the way. Let's move up. If you ever want to know what worries and concerns your crew are harboring. Okay, so he's somehow the radio operator, you could say. He knows all the comms, all the traffic that is going on the ship. So, why do you look so strange? My appearance comes from my heritage, generations after generations of people who spend their entire lives deep in the depths of this void ship. Neither we nor our ancestors have ever left our home, but the same can be said about many denizens of the Imperial Millennium worlds. We are used to the silence of the cosmos and the voices of the ship. There are thousands of us, but we dwell far from the Lord Captain's upper decks and remain unseen. We are the Voidborn. Okay. Have you ever left the ship? Oh, I did once. And it was dreadful. I felt like the massive blue dome overhead could shatter any moment and fall. And my bones would be crushed by the gravity. Vigdis twitches her shoulders, trying to ward off the flood of memories. Ah, the ship is my home, Lord Captain, and I would not trade it even for the bounty of 100 worlds. Reminds me a little bit like in like the fantasy dwarves who live only under the mountain and never come up. Like the dwarves from Dragon Age. You know, they're just like beneath the mountain, never go up because they can fall into the sky. Schnittenbeast, thank you kindly for your generosity, for hanging out with us, and for being an amazing fella, as always. Have a wonderful week and easy time at work. How do others on the ship treat you? We look, speak, and move differently from the inhabitants of the planetary worlds. Our way of life, traditions, and quirks frighten these people, just like the darkness of the cosmos. Many believe us to be the bringers of ill fortune, and alas, it is the Voidborn who get the blame for terrible warp phenomena during the long voyages. Hesitates before continuing. Several years ago, an unfortunate warp jump caused caused all of the food on board to spoil. 15 days later, a hungry and furious crew nearly massacred everyone on the lower decks, blaming us for the misfortune and hoping to restock the larders with our flesh. It would have been killed during that mutiny had Idira Tlas not shown up in the right place at the right time. She came to my rescue, and the scoundrels' fear of her was even greater than their fear of the Voidborn. I see. Looks like you're close friends with Idira. Webs of tiny wrinkles appears on the corner of Victor's eyes, the only hint that Voxmaster is smiling. Oh, wrinkles appear in his eyes because he's trying to raise his cheek and mouth and it doesn't work because of the thing. The Voidborn seldom make friends, especially among the captain's entourage. But you see, many consider Idira to be different. I am different too. So we have spent plenty of time in each other's company, discussing regicides over a glass of Amasek. So in other words, you're fucking. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. Expected Idira changed after one incident, and we started to drift apart. The death of Lord Captain Theodora made her withdraw even more. I do not know if Idira consider me her friend now, but we used to be very close. It's good I can still look after her in my own way. Interesting. Interesting. Tell me about the lives of the Voidborn and my crew. To us, the groans, creaks, and murmurs of the ship sound the way babbling brooks and singing birds to the world's dwellers. We hear the ship breathe, now what it's feeling and thinking. We are a part of the ship, just like it's a part of us. We perform numerous functions, and there are many officers among our numbers. Some maintain order and prevent mutiny, others serve as shepherds and support the crew. Interesting. Man. Can somebody tell me how many people live in such a ship? How do you find life on the ship? Life has been quite generous to me, Lord Captain. I'm the Vox Master, and only the best in the dynasty can become one. By virtue of my skills and position, no one has ever denied me anything. Our family claims a spacious section for its demesnes. I also enjoy long walks through the narrow and dimly lit corridors of the ship, listening to the sound of her activity, falling asleep and waking up in the chanting of the hymns, and admiring the stars beyond, of course. Several 10,000, depends on the size, but thousands is a good start. Holy moly. Let's return to business. Have Vox Spirits brought you anything interesting lately? There's an unrest in the lower decks, Lord Captain. The guards are actively looking for rabble rousers and heretics. But the population is extremely unhappy with the harsh treatments. Many are cursing Abelards, whose signature marks the order and in whose name the oppression is being committed. You may be interested to know that a group of officers was discussing a grim rumor over lunch. Word has it the apparition of Lord Captain Theodora has been sighted on board lately. An apparition? Apparition? Apparition. Yes, you heard right. They say she is haunting the decks, dragging wayward crew members off into oblivion. This quiet has spread throughout the ship, as the anomaly has been reported in different sections, sometimes entire kilometers apart. So, there's a ghost on ship. Let's note this down. Ghost on ship. Mr. Heinrichs von Kollux expresses interest in our communication station on Vox Networks a short while ago. The interrogator appears to be very well versed in matters of sacred technology, and it worries me. A man of his knowledge and his line of work is capable of discreetly planting his own devices in our system. We'll be vigilant, Lord Captain, but you should try to be more careful as well. Let's try... We have Fellowship 20. Chance is 100%. Connect me to the vessel's main channel. I wish to bolster the morale of my crew. Fellowship check succeeded. The Voxmaster nods It is done, Lord Captain. That's well for now. Happy to serve. Okay. Next character. Cassia. Let's talk to Cassia. There's a servitor. Bridge officers. Bridged. Oh, man. Look at that. This is so beautiful, Chad. Wow. I'm so happy. Cassia. Greetings, Rogue Trader. Cassia raises her chin and smiles politely. I'm always glad an opportunity to talk. Tell me about yourself. Why are you so pale? I'm part of House Orselio, an ancient dynasty of the Navis nobility. An ancient organization of noble mutant families whose genes allow them to safely traverse the warp space. Oh. Since time immemorial, our family has served the advanced knowledge, pushing the boundaries of the dark unknown. The Starry Atlas contains 2,843 routes that chart the sector of the Secretumus Obscurus and reach all the way from Corona's Expanse to Holy Terra. The throne world of the Imperium of Man and the original homeworld of mankind and of the God Emperor. Sorry, Cassie, but I would like to know more about you personally, not your family. You wish to know about me? Cassie bows her head slightly. I suppose I can help you with that. What would you like to know? So you never lived anywhere other than Oirak 5? Well, according to the chronicles of the house, I was born on one of the Orsoli words. Urtvi? Oh, what was it? Cassie absent-mindedly rubs her temple. Please forgive me, Lord Captain. My childhood memories are too vague. Sometimes I dream about the bright and colorful birds that built their nest in the garden, or the servants dressed in purple livery, or the blue fog that rolled over the lowlands behind the palace. But everything is covered in a rosy haze. Perhaps it is my imagination, not my memory, that is painting these pictures. Your third eye, do you always conceal it? She has a third eye? What? Band best multiplayer plans? I cannot answer you that question. Maybe. Hopefully. Would be cool. Cassie notes slowly. The navigator's open eye is a baneful to whoever the warp's ruinous shine falls upon. And therefore, it is a symbol of our power. We are the guiding stars of humanity, found worthy of an uncommon gift. And one of the duties that we bear is to guard our eye even from wayward glances that may bear evil. So she has a third fucking eye up there. Interesting. Besides, Cassia hesitates for a few seconds and looks away. I'm aware that lesser servants of the Imperium may find our appearance repulsive. The navigator gene twists the features of the rabble are used to see. And the magnificence of our role cannot be grasped by their feebled minds. I love it. The sanctioned noble mutant whose genes allow them to safely travel the warp space. Who cares for the opinion of the short-sighted rabble? They can serve us and die for us and keep their thoughts for themselves. I cannot blame them. Navigators are mutants. Do not look repulsive, Cassia. Perhaps my appearance does not terrify you right now, but this will not always be so. The navigator gene is unstable. My body is going to change over time, and only the God Emperor knows exactly how. In genuine terror, Cassia presses her fingers on her lips, as if she's belatedly trying to stop the words from tumbling out. It's like, oops. Already romancing mutants? Of course. A fifth eye in the captain's bed chamber? How does it feel like to guide a vessel through the warp? It may be difficult to describe, you see. Every navigator perceives the warp differently. My mentor, Regent Aronto, always describes his vessel through the Immaterium as a journey through a vast wood with countless paths, and I, assisting him in the first voyages, futilely tried to follow his example. But the wood would not reveal itself to me. But everything changed when I found my own key to this mystery, you see. I've always brightened up my rare moments of leisure time by painting. You may recall there was a workshop in my chamber. As soon as I imagined the warp as a blank canvas, an inexplicable feeling came over me. I moved the brush, doing deeper and deeper into my own painting. Visions were hiding within the vibrant colors of my palettes, and something inside me knew which should be brought out and which should be left behind. I woke up several days later, after the voyage was safely complete. Interesting. I noticed that your love of painting is reflected in your speech as well. You associate so many images with hues and colors. The Emperor graced me with a gift. I can see inner life in addition to the mundane. You cannot know the fruits as rotten from the inside until your blade slices it into. You can see the rot from afar away. It roars like swamp mud, oozing through the bright peel. Anger and boredom, sadness and joy, everything that people shut away inside themselves is revealed to me like colors on a canvas in my world. She's Bob Ross of Warhammer 40K. Definitely sounds like Bob Ross of Warhammer 40K. What does your special sign reveal? You are engulfed in clouds that color of dark umber. They carry an old pain and doubt. As if entranced, Cassia reaches for your shoulder with the tips of her finger. The strange feeling of relief comes over you, as if your lungs have fully opened, allowing you to take a deep breath for the first time in ages. The young woman notices your expression and jerks away, frightened. I beg forgiveness for my inappropriate behavior, rogue trader. When I see such oppressive color, I immediately want to paint them a different hue to disperse them. I already mentioned I cannot control it. Except this time. I thought I would be able to, for whatever reason. There's no need to apologize. You mastered the power in order to aid another. So, aid me, and I'm grateful. She shyly smooths her already perfect hair. Aww. Aww. Beg my leaf. I've enjoyed our company. Did she know? Idira. Let's talk to Idira. The tall middle-aged woman stares straight ahead, her gaze vacant as she rubs her implants at her temple. Her collar is undone, and one of the clasps is on the verge of falling off. Sensing your presence, Idira turns her head towards you and offers you a crooked smile, as if her eyes look right through you. Oh, she's a psyker. What's it like being a psyker? Idira tilts her head to one side, as though listening closely to something. Lord Captain, forgive me, but I would like talking to a blind person about the colors. I could spend hours explaining, but it wouldn't make any sense to you. Every psyker feels their connection to the warp in their own way. One person might see spots and shadows of the corner of their eye. Others feel fingers running down their spine. As for me, I got a door in my head, one that's open just a crack. There's no way to close it, no matter how hard I try. I've just had to get used to the whispers from the other side. When I need to use it for work, I listen to it more closely, but I usually just try to not notice it. How do you live with whispers in your head? Training, habits, a little amasak. Is that some drink? A potent alcoholic liquor. And a couple of other things you can get on the lower decks. If you pull all this together, it makes things bearable. Sometimes I even wonder if I've imagined half of the voices I hear. You know, when life on board gets a little boring, better than listening to the living anyhow. What happens if the door bursts open? The deer chuckles, but there's a shrill, strained quality to her laughter. Well, if the door opens, that means somebody's planning to come in, right? But screw them, they're not coming through, trust me. I know how deep and how to keep my valuable head locked up tight. Aren't you afraid of losing control, though? Any losers who are afraid of their own gifts lose control, or idiots who never figure out what they are before it's too late, or little kids who want to play around with their shiny new toy. If you don't know the limits of your abilities, or you're always bouncing around in your own head, that's a recipe for disaster. Can you see my future? Lyra wrinkles her nose and looks around you, and then she wipes her hands, giving her head a shake, and finally nods. Alright, that's what I'm here for after all. So, I'm just going to lean on that door, my head a little more, prick up my ears and listen to what the warp's got to say about you. Lyra grins like she's already heard some salacious detail. If you allow it, I can listen right now. Listen to the warp, do it. Alright, let's hear what they're whispering about you, Idira laughs, rubs her hands together, and suddenly freezes with a vacant smile on her face, her head slightly tilted. You feel goosebumps appear on your skin, and the color begins to waver ever so slightly, as if moved by a breeze from a half-open door. Idira's voice is sonorous and crystal clear, almost theatrical. An ancient world with a riven heart. Find the path to it, and its riches will be yours. But paths are two, and both will cloak you in disgrace. And neither is what it seems. What will you choose, rogue trader? The sins of the Empyrean or the sin of the dead gods? Ooh. How grim, how dark, how beautiful this sounds. So there are two paths. Let me note this down. Two paths towards a riven heart. A world with a... What does riven mean, Chad? World with riven hearts. What does that mean? Riven. Does it have to do something with a river? Like a world with like a zzz in it? Best treasures. And there's two paths to it. One goes through the voids, and one goes through the sin of a dead god. Sin of a dead god. Interesting. Okay. I'm down for it. Now the roads. The road begins at the thresholds of Coronis and leads to the bowels of the emerging world. Idira turns grey and begins gasping for breath. A foreign voice tears its way out of the rasping throats. The deep, heavy rumbling of a distant avalanche. Reading the threads of fate is not meant for you, slave of the enthroned corpse. Step into the embrace of doom, for thus was it preordained by the architect of fate. Idira sucks in breath and coughs. Something pale and wriggling flies out of her mouth and hits the floor. White maggots that immediately melt and burn to smoke. That wasn't me. I swear on everything that's holy. I don't know what the second road is or who watches over it, but I beg you.
You have returned.
Stay away from it.
33 months have gone by. The time sure goes hypernova speed when you have fun. Cormac vroom, Cormac vroom, Cormac love Thorlopate.
Oh, that is so kind of you, Shade. Thank you for 33 months of support. It is an honor to have you on this journey with me, Shade. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. Things are strained between you and Argenta. Isn't that right? Little sister is afflicted with her own set of voices. Ones that whisper to her about corruption and heresy. Idira false. Hey, who is here? Hello, buddy. Hello, buddy. We have a guest dog coming over here. That's his new bed. Interesting. Little sister is afflicted. The silly girl doesn't realize that if she wants to find the source, she needs to start by looting or looking in her own head. Interesting. Lamb Suit of the Slaughter. How you doing? Welcome in. Happy Odin's Day. Do you know Theodora from Valankia as well? None of the officers knew the Lord Captain well, not even Abelard, and she was always closer to him than anyone else. She told me from the off that if I ever listened to anything in a warp about her without permission, I'd be going to go on through an airlock. I'm not an idiot, so I've never stuck my nose wherever I did not belong, only when I was asked. Idira's gaze darkens, and a strange, otherworldly expression comes over her face. It's hard to wrap my head around the fact that she's gone. Lady von Valankius gave me everything I have. She opened the stars to me and the paths between them. And I still think I can hear her voice. Maybe that is linked to the ghost on the ship that is going on. I want you to leave the ship. About your abilities. What are you talking about, Lord Captain? You're a Psyker, and pure Psyker are typically granted the rights to live with the Emperor's blessing. Have you ever been to Terra? There's nothing for a few seconds, and then excitedly rolls her eyes. Look, Lady Theodora couldn't care less for some eggheads measured by brains or not. It's not about a seal on your foreheads, get it? It's about what it's in your guts, and if it's rotten or not. And my gut's stronger than adamantine and this ship. And my implants are better than the ones they put in you on your Terra. If they weren't, I wouldn't have lived as long as I did. I see. Okay, thanks for looking into my past. So, to go over the sin of a dead god looks like we should not do. We should not do. So, I have to present you a dear friend over here and greet him really quickly. Moti! What's that? May I present you? Motard, our guest doggo. Our guest doggo. He's big and great. So, next character. What else? Hendrix. Let's go up to him. Oh, I love... We have a moving and shaping cape. Look at that. Oh, this is great. This is great. The pathfinding looks a little bit iffy on the corners. But, I love the whole cape thing. It's the same guest dog that I had last time, exactly. Hendrix looks at you intently. His head is tilted. Holy shit, he scared the shit out of me. How long have you served the Inquisition? Since the day of initiation as an acolyte, so decades. How many real years it's been, it's hard to say. When I returned from my journey through the warp,
Unwavering purpose.
I often discovered that much more or much less time has passed in real space. Oh yeah, the time is flowing differently in the warp and in the real space. Yeah. Potter Talk, welcome. Happy Odin's Day to you. How was your week so far? One moment, I have to cough. My voice is... There we go. You visited many worlds during your services, I'll wager. Indeed, I've visited many places brought to the Emperor's lights, and those sullied by the filth of the arch-enemy. Who's the arch-enemy? The malign metaphysical force compromised by the physic energy that exists in an alternate dimension. In truth, even after all these years spent visited the various corners of the Empire and looking beyond its borders, I still consider the segment Solar to be the greatest of all humanity's bastions. Nothing compares to the majesty of Holy Terra, the might of Mars, and the grandeur of the segment's other worlds. What duties have you been carrying out, Inquisitor? Inquisitor Interrogator meets your gaze and smiles, but thanks to that expression in his ice-cold eyes, the effect is rather unnerving. You can't really be expecting me to answer that question, can you? For somebody who's been serving for decades, you certainly look young. The first step for biomancers such as myself is to take control of the process of their own body, including aging. Henrik smiles crookedly. I've endured innumerable hazards in my work. If I allow every trace of them to remain, I would look completely different today. Interesting. Interesting. I was not aware of the old time alteration of warp. Me neither. But we learn. You're not Inquisitor's only acolyte, correct? Of course not. The Lord Inquisitor entourage compromises dozens of people, the best of the best. Experts in various fields and disciplines. Some of them I know personally, others I have never met. Henrik's gaze becomes pensive and he seems to look through you to something beyond. To be honest, I'm not even certain that the people I know are still alive. I used to work with other followers of the Lord Inquisitor, but at the Corona's expense, I've been working alone. I might need a spoon of honey. If you're an interrogator, does that mean that you hold a special position in the retinue? Let me ask quickly my wife. Suvlen. We're not a retinue, rogue trader. We are followers. As for your question, I'm closer than anyone else to the one I call my personal teacher. The Lord Inquisitor deemed me worthy of undertaking the most important and sensitive task requiring the attention of the agents of the Golden Throne. Are the other acolytes at the Corona's expense? Interrogator narrows his eyes at you and realizes a disappointed sigh. After several seconds of silence, you realize that you will not be getting an answer. Let's talk about something else. Such as... I wanted to discuss with you the cult of the Final Dawn. What can you tell me about then? The cult ordinary members are humans who have been corrupted by the arch-enemy, traitors to the Imperium, and accomplicates of chaos. Participation in the cult's rituals always entail brainwashing, literally, figuratively. The longer cult members spend among the cultists, the less critical they think, and the more closely they resemble obedient livestock. Stripped of their fear and instinct for self-preservation, the worst of them go to their deaths, without an inkling of doubt, ready to take hundreds and thousands of souls with them. As for those on top of the cult's hierarchy, who have not yet managed to get the lead on all the cult's leaders, I imagine that some of them are hiding in the depths of the Corona's expense, but those who are orchestrating the fanatics on nearby worlds are hiding very well indeed. Or receiving protection from above. What is your mission regarding the cults? I need to confirm the reports from my agents. According to them, one of the cult leaders is in Kiava Gamma segments, an industrial world within the dominion of Von Valakia's dynasty. I hope you won't impede my investigations. What do you mean by protection from above? Governors, commanders, rogue traders. History is full of those who neglect their duty to the Golden Throne and seek allies in the wrong places. Oh. Welcome back. Super ugly. Maybe. No, my. That was an odd tasting, honey. You seem to investigate this cult for some time. We discovered the first traces of it soon as we arrived in the Corona's expanse. Since then, the more we learn, the better we see just how far the roots of this blight extend. Destroying individual cells is pointless. We must cut off the beast of its head. Makes sense. As you wish, Rogue Trader. What can you do as a Psyker? Is a Psyker as well? Lord Inquisitor was most incident that I mastered the discipline of Santic Demology. I used my faith and my power to crush the enemies of the Imperium. Servants of Chaos tremble at the sound of the Emperor's name uttered by my lips. I'm also a skilled biomancer. I can manipulate bodily process. Sometimes I resort to those skills in the course of my work, and I was necessary to make the subject of an interrogation more cooperative. Interesting. Lightly inclines his head in response. Okay, Inquisitor. Okay. No co-op is a hype killer for me. Civil Lance, do we know that? Is there no co-op gonna happening on this? I will show as you're briskly but meticulously, as though he is inspecting you for shortcoming. Then he offers a cautious nod. Lord Captain? What might be things that are useful for me as a rogue trader? A noble aspiration, Lord Captain. I'm ready to acquaintance you with all particulars that interest you. Allow me the situation at Corona's expense for me. What do I need to know and keep in mind? You want 99% sure? I'm okay with not having co-op. Because this is... How should I say? This is such an story-heavy game that probably having it co-op, it might be difficult to keep track of all the stories that are going on and dive deep into its lore and story arcs, and probably just overall be, I don't know, probably difficult to make that it works like Baldur's Gate 3, for example, has, where somebody can talk to someone and somebody else can eavesdrop into that conversation. Probably hard to do that this all runs simultaneously. Makes the interrogants shit their pants. You don't need to be a psycho for that. Just need to be a ruthless bastard. Probably. So, this is a topic of official briefing, not a casual conversation, but I will try to answer succinctly. And if you permits, in my own words, Albert takes a breath and begins. The Corona's expanse is considerably removed from the heart of the Imperium. This means that local warp routes become useless within months. Established trails are regularly subject to attack from all kinds of rebel, and the only major ports Imperial frigates find themselves moored alongside private vessels. Until recently, the Corona's expanse could hardly have been called an Imperial region. The situation has changed with the arrival of the Lord Inquisitor, but not by much. This place operates under their own rules, you see, more radical, so to speak, but once that allows for a non-standard approach, there's a promise of victory. The Corona's expanse is considered rogue trader territory for a reason. Only rogue traders have sufficient military might, audacity, and the rights granted by the warrants to survive the leap into the unexplored part of the expanse, and in the event of a successful outcome, to hold onto whatever they manage to capture on the frontier. Who are the main players in this? The first instance, you should treat official representatives of the Imperial with respect. The expanse may be on the fringes, but it still numbers among the territories of the Golden Throne. The arrival of the Lord Inquisitor has turned Corona's expanse into a less wild an uncontrolled region, to the regret of some individuals who had grown inured of the local lawlessness. Rogue traders such as yourself, also servant of the Imperium, you have been according special rights and powers. They wield immense authority within the territory, and they enjoy absolute respect in the other parts of the Expanse. The most powerful of them are Caligus Winterscale and Incendia Bastalcora. So we have Winterscale and Bastalcorda. Big players. Let's note this down. These are big players. Okay. Good. If we were to speak of unclaimed territory, which is what a footfall is, among the scum that dwells on that handful of asteroids, there are 3 factions that wield considerable influence in the sector. The first one is the Xabalika mission. Crime syndicates. So in footfall we have the Xabalika. Okay. That's one. What is the second one? The second faction is the offshoot of our shining ecclesiarchy, followers of Saint Drunus. So Saint Drunus is the second force in there, of course, church. And they're actively building their forces and hold influence over the rogue traders, Coda. And finally, the third faction, the Exploradors, the wing of the Adeptus Mechanicus. And then we have the Adeptus Mechanicus, who was the third force to reckon with. Okay, I guess we have to piss one of them off and decide to join one of them. Kunra, previous master of Whispers, what can you tell me about his betrayal? What do you think he'll do next? No, Lord Captain, I'm no admirer of fine art, but when we next find ourselves in the civilized port, with time to spare, I will probably find artists and commissions a portrait of individual to whom you refer with a hole between the eyes. Konrad Voigtveer. That he committed this treachery and escaped with his life was an unforgettable oversight. We both served Lord Captain Theodora for many years and we never saw eye to eye. He was brash. He was never afraid of assuming responsibility, and he willingly took on difficult tasks. I am loath to admit, but von Valentius' empire continues to reap the fruits of his labors to this day. His service always garnered my respect, but everything else about him made me want to wring the neck of that two-faced snake. If you're taking comfort in the thoughts that we will hear no more of Konrad, prepare to be disappointed. Ooh, that's all for now. You have any advice for me? You must become a true rock trader and reassert control over the Valankia's trade empire as quickly as possible. Everything from the ship to the most distant of your planets must work together as parts of a single machine, blessed of the finest tech priest. Your position is far from enviable, but that means you must be vigilant. Even the smallest oversight could grow into a huge problem, so be vigilant and exacting towards yourself and others. Okay, I'd like to more know about my seneschal. As you wish, Lord. What do you like to know? Do you have family? I'm a widower. I'm a father of 4, and my information is not outdated. A grandfather of 11. My family lives in Dargonus. 11 grandchildren? Holy shit. None of my children express any eagerness or aptitude for serving aboard ship, and I would hardly have insisted that they would follow in my footsteps. Is it a visual novel and RPG? Andy, it's a lot of story lore that we are covering here. Of course, these parts are happening during your play. I can definitely skip all this. It's my decision that I want to check out all my crew members, get to know them, learn them a little bit, and see who is what and who's who. So, we have 2 more, and then we're done with the talkie-talkie. rich technomans. There's Pascal. Yeah, I'm the Messiah, knows all, comprehends all, a rogue trader. You know what? We're gonna leave this storytelling. We're just gonna skip through the last members. And keep that for the full playthrough. I love that there's so much lore that you can find out. Okay. No more questions. I have to go.
Not my specialty.
Unavailable. So... where's Argenta? Yeah, definitely is a cRPG. So... so we have some time alone to pray. Not gonna happen, milady. So we're gonna just go through them. Go to military protagonist is one of the Order's militants, and yet you're a trained fighter. Look at that. No more questions? Tell me about yourself. Good. I'm just going through them in case they give us some sort of... in case they give us some sort of... what is this here? Momentum 100s. Was... man, interesting. In case if they give us some side quests or so. Chronos Expanse map. Let's go. I'm giving a copy, by the way, of this game away, of an alpha key, if you want to. Exclamation mark giveaway. So we're over here. I'm gonna go to Footfall, Altar, scan required. No, 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 no. There we go. Whoa. Doc Alpha Row. Road manager. Yeah, we're grabbing all of you. It's the venerable Magus of the Adeptus Mechanicus. For the glory of the machine god, Omniscient performs sacred maintenance. Algorithm protects the blessed mystery, technology from the ignorant, as the members of the Explorer's fleet. Wow, so much happening. Without exclamation mark, just X. Ooh. They're having some nice meals over there. There's some fine lady awaiting us. Your ladyship, forgive me for not welcoming you with the appropriate... Okay, please keep going. With the appropriate obeisance. We were told that you would prefer to arrive in a footfall incognito, and so we're trying to attract as little attention as possible. Liege representative. I'm here on behalf of the Liege of Footfall, Lord Vladimir Tokara. The Liege always wants a chance to speak with you at his residence, but if you happen to have other business to attend to, I can serve your guides and tell you about the station. This is so familiar. Behind the amber colors scattering the words of welcome, far less appealing for hues lurky-murky, deluded. The look of someone accustomed to lying and hiding their intention. And hisses through her teeth. Someone's coming, and they're coming for us. Watch out, Lord Captain. Albert sighs cautiously, places his hand on his weapon. Who's coming? Changeable voices, there's a lot of them. Angry. They've got teeth. They aren't sharp. Their strength is in numbers. Pray, what are you talking about? What could you mean by such cryptic pronoun? She goes, doesn't get to see the rest. End of dialogue. Holy! Oh!
I'll turn you into corpse starch.
Okay. Ow! Okay, so we have... Oh, nice. We have cover systems going on. There is a shitload of people over here. That's safe, because we're probably gonna die. They even got 3 shots on me. Apparently we did roll super badly in our initiative. So... Dude, there's so many skills. Okay, let's try to understand this. We have... this is AP. We have 5 AP. Lightning Arc. This strike unleashes the blast of lightnings, which sheen up to 4 targets. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's move over here.
What is this foreboding?
Good. Then let's try a Lightning Arc. Cannot see. What does this 0% thing mean? Does it mean we're hitting him or not? Let's look through it. Which sheens up to 4 targets within a 3-cell radius, dealing radiant damage with penetration 0 to each one. Okay. Just look at the stream. Was curious about Rogue Trader's combat and what exactly my first thought. Like, damn! There's a lot of skills. I mean, we're like in Act 2. There's like, they're level 15, so they have evolved quite a lot. Study enemy. Foreboding. Dodge and parry bonus. Target the weakness. Okay. Well, let's go with an arc. Let's see how it works. Oh! Their heads are gone. His arm is blown off. Oh my god. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Please go down. That worked well. Okay. What else we got here? Immediately increases movement speed by 6. And that's entered. Oh my god.
Choking me.
We are getting fucked in the faces super hard. The target the ally immediately gains additional movement points equal to the lever's one. Lightless stare. The navigator opens the third eye. Anyone gazing into its depths witness the power of the mind-breaking warp. All creatures within a cone suffer damage equal to the navigator's WP points, whatever that means. Oh, will attack me as well on the floor. But the bot is on the floor. How about in this direction? You guys, look into my eye.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
The leader forces an ally to make every effort increasing their characteristic. Okay. Get back into fights. Okay. Bring it down. Oh. I think that's it, what I can do. So, Adeptus Mechanicus. What can you do? Machine spirit communication. Attack priest appeals to the machine spirits of all weapons in the area. The recoil instead of increases by half, turns the increases dodge chance. Sounds like a nice debuff for everyone. Sounds like a nice debuff for everyone. Can go also with a brutal strike. Wow, we are getting hammed in here. Let's move over there. Yeah, no. Plasma single shot. Plasma overcharge. Plasma overcharge extra damage. Let's do a plasma single shot. 58%. And I missed. Manipulator push. Attack enemies in close combat, pushing them 2 cells away and dealing int damage. Oh, I see. That's like a close combat thing. Fair enough. I have only 2 weapons over here. I should have increased our weapons first. And we're thug. Whoa, man. Well, there's so many! That's what we get for coming in incognito. We are getting swarmed. The captain didn't... Our main character didn't have a chance to do anything. Use medkits. On yourself.
Blessed be the hand of the healer.
Oh, that triggered an attack of opportunity. Ooh, nasty.
I will not.
Okay. Warhammer restores momentum of the equal battle sisters, doubled WW points.
Hold the line. This hamlet shall not fall.
Fred, how you doing? Holy shit, it scared the crap out of me. My guest dog would just jumped on my leg from the side. So, make her to get arm chopped off, then refitted with sick chainsaw arm. Maybe. Would be cool. Would be cool. Evening, can we have a shout out for amazing friend? How was the stream? What have you been up to? Control the burst. The soldier makes a burst fire attack with their current weapon. If any shot of the attack hits an ally, that shot instead misses everyone. Burst fire. Interesting.
That is for the weak.
Okay. Shoot and run.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury. I need targets, not guidance.
Oh! Missed and shot the guy in the back. Okay, so I love that the trajectory of the weapons go full on. Soldier immediately gains 1 action point and removes the cooldown from dash ability. But what can I do? I can, yeah, second wind.
Without deeds is worthless.
But I cannot shoot once more, can I? What is that? Dash. I can dash only in one direction.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay. So I could have dashed first and then did the other one. We're not fatigued. Okay. You're fair enough, fair enough. How's Reg Trader? Dude, I landed. And I got a completely destroyed. Like my captain over here, my rogue trader is lying on the ground. We managed to fight back a little bit, but holy moly am I getting swarmed. This is really, really, really tough. I did not expect to be attacked this badly. And there's more and more coming. Oh. There's a tiger and Ratemosu. Welcome to the north, welcome to the fam. Thank you for the follow. I don't know why the alert did not pop up. Maybe. Are you meant to lose the fight? Maybe. I don't know. The only thing I can think of. So. What do I have here? Charge. You're my close range guy, right? Knockback strength. The fighter's next melee attack has a greater chance to knock back an enemy. Can I charge you? I cannot charge you. Oh man, come on, one place. Grenades?
It will be done.
Grenade out! Oh! Beautiful. Wait, why is the charge? The fighter moves a straight line and strikes the target that interrupts the fighter's path with basic attack. This attack does not count towards the limit of the fighter's attacks per turn. Taunting Scream. Okay. Endure. Next turn. Luckily I did the endure thing. What would have happened if not? Precision strike. 81% armored. And normal shots. What is this over here? The green thing. It's my AP? No, it's my movement points. So if I shoot, I cannot move anymore. Fair enough. So we have movement points and action points. That takes away 1 action point. That takes away from me a lot of more action points. Can I go that far? I cannot go that far. Good. What else we got here? Peering into the future of an ally, the Psyker is able to see possible outcomes and potential dangers. The sound predictions from the Psyker increases the target's dodge and parry by that kind of rating. Okay, she's standing out in the middle.
Will do.
So you're gonna be foreboding. And then I have 2 shots that I can take. One over here.
Was it you? Or
Boom! Shot him in half.
no can do?
And that was it. Okay. Next. Oh, you son of a gun.
This is just too much for me.
Wow. Fire grenades. So I need to bring you into cover. Move, move, move. Get back in fights. Bring it down. Voice of the command. Oh, I can't do my eye thing because I'm standing right in the path of it. But he's up next. The next guy is coming close.
If I may. Try to die with
Oh, off with his head. Okay. Back into the fights.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered
Gets
around.
immediately movement points. That means I'm gonna go over here. And then charge you guys. Okay. So. I should want to go further up. Let's do a normal shot. 56%. Fuck. Precision strike. Oh, it's blinking what I can not do anymore after that. Cool. So I want to move up here. And I want to do a brutal strike. Oh. Okay. One bites the dust. Shots the box. Misses. Destroys the box. Okay, cover is gone.
Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Be thy fire in the heart. Restores momentum equals to the battle sisters doubled willpower or WP, whatever that may mean. Okay, there's a chance that we get shot as well. Yeah, just
Doubt is for the weak.
shoot him. He dodged and the guy in the back got shot. Okay, that's interesting. Soldier gains +2 Agi bonus to their movement points. Their next attack costs 1 action point less. Shoot and run. Gains immediately 1 action point and removes the cooldown from dash. Okay, so that is just like running away. Let's heal.
The pain will subside.
I can see bright colors again.
Okay. Let's go. Does the eye roll for initiative in groups? Maybe they do. Because it looks like the whole group is at it, right? So. I wonder what that 22 out of 40 is. Because that is not my life. Or is it my life? I'm so confused. $11 of 14. That could kill him. That could kill him as well. So let's move over here.
Worse battles than this in my time.
What is that doing? The fighter's next melee attack has a greater chance to knock down an enemy.
It will be done.
Forceful strike. Good.
At your beck and call.
Bam! And he's knocked down.
It will be done.
High momentum.
And he's dead. Beautiful. Salon didn't go with what I... Superior heroic vigilance. For 1 turn, all incoming damage reduces by the fighter's 2
We'll
bonus.
rule the stars themselves.
Okay. Taunting Scream. Can I not do that over here? Okay. Good. We're learning here. Hey, buddy. How you doing, buddy? Hey. Relax, doggos. No jumping on this chair. Good. So... And we're thug. Whether their gods gone. Or they're all... There's a leader. Want to do a sniping shot up there? No, we can't. Can we move into gunning position? Let's move into gunning position. Beautiful. So, what do we have here? Misfortune. The Psycho Piercer of the future bring the worst fates on the targets. Precision strike. Do you want to shoot the leader? what is the difference? This is a precise shot. Taking me 2 AP.
On it.
Let's try to shoot. Missed. Damn it. Hey. Guys, please relax, dear doggos. I'm recording here. Thank you. Okay. Let's see. You want to shoot over there? 49% chance. Let's give it a try.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
That's a miss. And there goes my walking chance. Let's move up. Plasma overcharge, AoE. Into the middle. Smack it. Boom! Wow. Okay, so
Unwavering purpose.
do we want a bolter fire here? No, we don't. We're just gonna do normally. Runner found. Welcome to the north. Welcome to the van. Normal shot.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Oh, we missed and got the one behind him. Interesting. Look at yourself.
Illustration is a holy task.
Good. Here comes the thugs. Whoa! Wait, he missed and he's now on 1? I don't really get this. What is his points down there? What is this? Wounds are measurements of how much punishment a character can take before suffering effects of the ultimate death. Every character has a specific number of wounds. A character can often increase their wounds by spending experience points and improving their characteristic as toughness or gaining new talents features. Okay. Okay. Hello there, friend. The character now can instantly heal their allies out of combat. Medikey training. Okay. Or farts lightning bolts, 100%. Oh, okay, let's take out one who's 100%. Boom! Always head. And then we go for Endure. And...
At your beck and call.
Oh, I didn't want to do that. Okay. Here comes the leader. And you're down. No? Knife's out.
I'll be back.
Oh.
I should have foretold that.
You should have foretold that, but you didn't. My lady. You did not. Oh, that's how crazy it goes until sure her cycle level is going mad. Interesting.
What, of course?
We miss and we shoot the one in the back, of course. Going into the future of an allied psyker. There we go. Increases AC, so to say. 4 boats. Make a normal shot.
Is this a job for the serfs?
There we go. Arm gone. Bye-bye. Then, the leader forces an ally to make every effort increasing their characteristic. Additional leader's abilities can be applied to the target voice of command.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Make more. Beautiful. So, you're moving over here.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
And you're gonna attack. With this beauty. Boom. Oh god. No, didn't think of attack of opportunity. Still need to figure out what triggers attack of opportunity, what not.
I need targets, not guidance.
Oh, the boulder shot went past. It's her turn now. Oh god.
Was that you? Or
Oh, there we go. Shot right into the face. Oh, what the hell was happening, Chad? Emperor, protect me. They killed. Every time I warn them and they go all, dear Emperor, our Lord and Savior, how could this have happened? Who could have thought? Indira spits on the ground in annoyance. Fear not, young man. We took care of them. You know where they are, who they are. Oh yeah, my dog names is Thor, but here is also another guest dog for tonight. His name is Motor. And funny enough, Motor lies now beneath my table around my feet. Therefore, my dog is too scared of it because of the raising and lowering table. This dog is like, I don't give a fuck, I'm just gonna lie here. It's a good foot warmer. Does this kind of thing happen a lot over here? There were Anver's gang? Interesting. Shooting, yes. Attacks at nobles not very often, unless it's the Anvers. They're vicious. Not a week ago goes by without them killing and gutting somebody. They're wicked heretics. They respect nothing. They follow no rules. You'll report this to the liege. Yes, I'm sorry, your ladyship. Just go report to the liege. They killed her. They killed my lady. Oh, this is terrible. So much bloodshed. Sheesh. Okay. So. Now we're all full again? No, right? I've used my medkits. Exactly.
to decay.
So confusing. A little bit. Toughness. Weapon skill is VS. Okay. I couldn't even do anything with my character. It was just like, bam, gone. Holy moly. I can pack it as cargo and collect it all. Pack as cargo.
It's about time.
Wow. Is there anything more?
Victory awaits.
Oh, that looks cool. The position marker. Amazing. Scrappy autogun. Yeah, all my stuff is better. Like this cargo. Oh, the music. Yeah. What is happening here? Another ship landing. More enemies. Door opens. Who's coming out? Engineers. Opticon. Interesting. Back is cargo. Goods. Leaflets. We need no rules or leaders. We are not an organization. We are a force of nature. Anva. Acquire this item while exploring Footfall Woodstock Alpha. Okay.
None shall stand in my way.
The same leaflet. No. Over here. We have a basic shotgun.
Your seneschal is always there for me.
$15 to $18.
We must act.
The Forcerers like Carapace.
Should I divine our next step?
Carapaces. Let's collect it and see. So, what does that percentage mean on a clothing? Can like click it and info. There we go. Info. Armor absorption 20%. Armor deflection. I see. I see. We're learning. Goods. Pick up this cargo. Bring them all. There's even more over here. Locked. Oh. There's a code over here. Okay. Pay or die. Let's see if we can find out this.
Flame to the stars.
The secrets. Also, formation. Your... Let's have a normal one. Hold shift to move character freely. I'm doing it. I'm holding shift. It doesn't let me. There we go. So, I want you up front because you're a melee fighter. I want you to the sides. You're gonna be somewhere in the middle. So, something like that. Right?
A new challenge for me.
Oh, the bird. Local Adeptus Mechanum used to gather around. Their boats are easily. Let's have a look over here. We have more Enforcer Light Carapaces. Do I want that on our people, though? Base armor property absorbs against human enemies. Okay. Equip it. Would equip that. The dodge chance goes down. Absorption. So I want a higher dodge chance for range shots. Hand-to-hand or ranged attack. So both. Your dodge chance is super low. Is a high penetrator skill. Okay. Starting to get a foothold of this. about you? Enforcer Carapace has already and dodge penalty, but he's like super tough in absorption. So you want to be in the front line together with you. Okay. What can I give you in the second hands? Melt the gun. Auto pistol. Can I give you an auto pistol? And that, bless you. So, character. Let's check him out. Features. Traits. He's a fighter. Menacing presence. First into battle. You gain 5 momentum plus 2 momentum per each enemy adjacent to the fighter at the end of the charge. If the number of the enemies adjacent to the fighter is 3 or more, the next endurance ability will cost no momentum. Okay. On his shoulder. Menacing presence, disarmed fighter, forceful, superior vigilance, charge. Okay. Station biography. Oh man, picture. So good. They're so beautiful. All of them. Commerce.
This cannot be.
Standard containers for transporting large cargo. Did everybody fuck up its ass, or was everybody running in there? Was it my wife? Where was my wife? Did she do something over there? So it looks past you, noticing your presence. 01110100011100. The tall hunched tech priest stares at you unblinkingly. His gaunt face is sickly grey hue while his augments show signs of combat damage. Initiating identificator procedure. This unit defines as Logic Opticon 20 seconds. Fully authorized representative structural parts of the Cognizance fleets and the Brotherhood of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Access has been granted to the following options. Information exchange, strengthening of diplomatic links, trade deals, donation. Initiating official greetings procedures for esteemed high-value visitors. Glory, success to the House of Avalanchus. A binary array begins to flow from the scratched box attached to the tech priest's chest. Requesting information exchange regarding contractual obligation Logistar Theta. What is Logistar Theta? I seek friendship with the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Brotherhood of the Adeptus Mechanicus is interested in consider expeditions, operations with rogue traders. Under the terms of the Treaty of Mars, it is willing to provide service to the Von Valankis dynasty. The priority of service tasks can be raised if diplomatic links are strengthened. The fleet will be glad, alternative unavailable, to accept any samples of sacred technology, samples of profane xenotech, miscellaneous items, reminder, storage, study, and disposal of the formative objects with the expeditions. Miscellaneous items is the preferred right of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Representative of the fleets is willing to pay for what? What was he willing to pay for? Skull. I didn't catch that. To accept information about the planets of Corona's expense, then have you not previously been recorded on the planetary register. So they willing to pay for mapping. What do you want information about planets? You're studying the expanse. And there's a great March of Exploration mission. Okay, interesting. Why interested in xenotech? Isn't that heresy? The fleet finds a reasonable belief and believes forbid knowledge in the hands of the loyalty cause destruction of violation that goes against the Omni Messiah's will. The weakness of mind will unleash Xenoheresy, which consumes the Lighty Hole. Okay. Let's make a deal. So I can sell you all this. Sell. Range weaponry. Armor kits. Unusable items. Deal. Cargo hold. Oh!
A prudent choice.
Oh! That's how it goes. I put them into my cargo hold, and then I can be like, okay, I'm selling you all of this. I'm gonna sell you all of that. See what is in the armor kits inside. And then be like, okay, let's sell that. That's interesting. That is interesting. So make like sort of cargo boxes within my ship and then just sell them. Okay. Fair enough. Uncle Dusters. Randy Wheeler plus 5% on... Interesting. Then with the reach weaponry. Okay. That's a nice feature. Bakapu too. Welcome to the north. Welcome to the fam. Thank you kindly for the follow. So once I tell them to be in my inventory and not in the cargo, I cannot sell them anymore. Is that how it works? Maybe that's how it works. There's loot.
I won't tolerate weakness.
So let's see what's going on in here. Ragman. If it says wherever you have found it, I won't accept it. Don't even ask. Ooh, somebody is in good moods. Internal report. I'm writing to inform you that 2 days ago the discharge was interrupted by the raid launched by the Avengers gang. We attacked 3 Lurus servitors. We're put out of commission. One cargo container serial number is FDA1 16165. 16165. Chad, is that what we're looking for? No, there is no 5, no 6. We've only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. Oh, that's not the thing that I'm looking for yet. I guess.
None.
Is this the alpha, Baka? Yeah, it is. It is the alpha, my friend. Woodsman. What is what the Russian cuts? What's Vladyam doing with all the broth anyway? Having a bath in it? Engines here. Okay, wow, this is so big. This is so big. What do we have? Handcarved idol of Holy Emperor. Drinkable engine coolant. Back as cargo.
I rise to the occasion.
Container is labeled Destination Janus. It's covered in dust. Okay, so once the container is full, then Like that. Mechanicus, creation, replenish, capacity, 2%. The corpse looks horrified. The victim was thoroughly beaten before being shoved into. Can I make the log a little bit bigger? There we go. One of the hands is clutched of a bloodstained paper. Strange memo. The holy book by the altar. The void man custom guy. He's always on duty. Does he get any time off? Does he ever leave for piss? Is he a servitor or something? Guess what? Hanger by the window. Remember to bow to the emperor through the window. Interesting. Aristocrats.
Follow my lead.
The high and shiny. What do we have here? Finest wines from Janus. 8 servants. Never's driving us to the wall. Is that so? Well, then do something about it. Mr. Servant, sir. What do I have up here? Now's our time, not theirs. Go to their homes, drag them out of their beds, carve them, open their bodies like carcass of the slaughterhouse. The Imperial Navy, Xabalea, Chorda. Their names mean nothing now. Tomorrow, we'll erase them from memory. Dude, that sounds rough. Look at all the pilgrims over here. They say the Emperor sent his angels here, and he used the sword to carve this majestic statue from the asteroids. Oh man, I love how naive everyone is.
It's about time.
A small altar depicted the scenes of the Imperium. Life of the Drusus. Okay.
A new challenge for me.
Rank 5 functionary Inquisitor. Okay, they're all waiting up there. What's this doing? Walls of the containers have rusted and its covenant is rolled away. Containers labeled Destiny Janus. Okay. Okay. So we've been nearly everywhere. The other parts of Footfall. To the bridge. So that one said furthermore, one cargo container shield number was stolen along with the contents. Yeah, can be that one. Three, 5, 1, 4. No. 4, 1, 5, 3. 5, 3, 1, 4. 5, 4, 1, 3. 1, 5, 3, 4. 1, 5, 4, 3. 3, 5, 1, 4. Damn it! I'm gonna find out that code somehow. It's the last thing I do.
None shall stand in my way.
food stuff on this one. Drag them out their beds. Okay, it's the same story over and over again. Tools. Okay. Package cargo. I wonder if there wasn't visual hints to that box over there. Further into footfall. So, atrium. Shadow quarters. Let's get to the atrium first. Leech residence. The Martyr's Endurance. Idiots Lass is a psychic diviner of the service rogue trader Valankius. Daughter of the distant world, a product of a doctrine alien to the Imperium. She perceives and curses a curse of the Psychana as a gift she deserves. Interesting. Interesting. What will happen in the next part of the city? You guys watching VOD will see in the next episode. Will be a two parts VOD. I'm gonna stop recording here because I need a quick pee break. And I don't want to put too much time into editing after the video is done. So we're back.